Welcome back to Run the Prompts Party Animals. You know, Midjourney version 7 just got released not too long ago, and it has a feature that is pretty wild. It's called Draft Mode, and it lets you generate images 10 times faster for half the CPU cost. Oh, and you can use your voice. Like, literally just speak your ideas into existence. It's never been easier. So if you've ever sat there burning through your credits or waiting for renders, testing your ideas the old way, this new draft mode is going to change the way you use Midjourney completely. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use draft mode with and without voice, how to build fast workflows, and also some creative ideas most people are not talking about yet. So whether you're an artist, designer, or really just someone who's curious about Midjourney's new version 7, stick around. You're going to want to wait and see how draft mode and voice mode can level up your creativity. Let's get this party started. So we're in Midjourney now, midjourney.com. We're not going to be going over Discord. So if you use Discord still for whatever reason, then you should probably just leave now. But I'm going to show you where draft mode is and where to go. As you can see, we have the personalized button enabled. This is new with version 7 of Midjourney. So clicking on this will enable your default personalized mode. I highly recommend going over here, going to personalize and rating 200 or more images so that you can get a nice personalized taste on your profile so that Midjourney generates images that you'll actually like. Over here we have draft mode, of course, which is what this whole video is about, as well as voice mode, which I'll show you after we do the text conversational draft mode. So we're going to click on draft mode right here, and we're also going to enable conversational mode. Now, conversational mode fixes a problem that a lot of people had with Midjourney versus other tools like ChatGPT when you're creating images. With conversational mode, you can iterate on your image easily. So in the past in Midjourney, if you wanted to have a conversation with your image and say, make this green, make this blue, put 2 of them here, put 3 of them over there, just by a quick iteration, it would not do that, but now it will. So you can just have a conversation with it, just like ChatGPT, or at least similar to it, and it will create what you want. So we're going to start with this prompt right here: a fat man falling from the sky holding a helium air balloon. Cinematic cartoon. Just like that, guys, you can see it did not take any time at all. It was literally under 2 seconds to get this generation. Now, as you can see, this is okay. It's not bad, but we want to give him 2 balloons. So let's say, give the fat man 2 balloons. Okay, so there are 2 balloons here. It didn't really listen that well, but it gave him multiple balloons at least. So, hey, that's good, right? Let's say, make the man much fatter. Okay, made the man fatter. A much fatter man fall from the sky. Okay, so verbatim made that switch. Let's say, add lightning to the sky. Added lightning to the sky. We got 2 balloons here, 2 balloons there. Say, give the man a broom in one of his hands. Totally random, guys. I'm just doing a wacky example for you guys, as always. So now he has a broom. Working pretty good. Working pretty good. He's missing his hand on this one. But I mean, this is pretty much what we wanted, right? You got every element that we told it to get. You're gonna need a little bit of cleanup on some of these with Photoshop or inside of Midjourney, inside of the editor in Midjourney. But overall, it basically did what I wanted it to do, and it did it fast. It did it really fast. So with this mode, this is great for iterating on ideas. It really, really is. So at this point, we're going to do voice mode. So to enable voice mode, all you got to do is click on the start voice mode button right here. Make an image of a fat person at a drive-through. Make sure it's a cartoon. Make it funny, and make the fat person yelling at the person in the drive-through who's taking his order. Now make both of them way more upset, like way, way, way more upset. Now make them throwing food at each other. Funny story. You know how I was talking about how draft mode is less expensive and it'll help you from burning through all your credits? Well, guess what? I burned through all my credits. But I guess I used it a little bit too much and now I'm paying the price. So instead of buying more credits or making this video when my credits resume in 2 weeks, we're just going to cut it short for that voice demo, but you get the idea. The same thing that happened without the voice happens with the voice. You can just go on and talk to it. So keep that in mind when you're using this tool. Yes, it is cheaper, but it's also much faster. So you can generate a lot of images very, very quickly without even realizing it. So be careful. But with that said, it is cheaper. Now let's move on to the use cases for Midjourney version 7 with draft mode, especially with voice. So number one, obviously, is going to be ideation on new ideas for whatever purpose. You have a new idea, you want to visualize it quick, within seconds, you can do that with this tool. Number two, team meetings at work where the team wants to visualize a bunch of different ideas fast. So just imagine pulling this up in a creative meeting at work if you work at a business, or even more specifically in the creative department, and being able to talk to it and give it some ideas to visualize it for a new branding concept or a new design or whatever it is. And then have someone else in the meeting too, just talk to it and iterate it and change it really, really quickly. It would be great for that. Three, anyone who doesn't know how to properly prompt Midjourney or doesn't want to go out there on the internet and copy and paste prompts from different websites like runtheprompts.com can now use their voice and the machine prompts it for you. So, of course, you are encouraged to edit the prompts that it gives you and mess around with it and tweak it, experiment. But if you don't want to do that, you actually don't have to now. Again, this went from the most complicated AI image generation tool, in my opinion, or one of them, to pretty much the easiest tool to use, especially when you use your voice. So you don't have to know how to prompt it if you don't really want to. You can just talk to it now. Number four, you can use it when you're running low on credits. So let's say you just want to create one draft. You can just create one draft if you want, if you're running low on credits, and then it ends up using less cost and less credits. And all of a sudden, you designed what you wanted to design, but it is not in regular format. Now, of course, it's not going to be the same quality if it's in draft mode, and that's one of the reasons why it can get generated so fast. But if you don't care about that and you're running low on credits, you can use it for that use case too. Number five, if you don't have hands or arms, now you can still create just by using your voice. Think about it. And then number six, this one's a fun one. So why not turn it into a drinking game? So your next party or rager or kegger or whatever you're doing, you can turn on Midjourney. You can get a group of people all surrounded in a circle, and then each person at the party gets one turn to change the image. And the person who can't think of a change within, let's say, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever you want the limit to be, has to take a drink. How fun would that be? Because the more drunk you get, the less likely you're going to be to make some kind of change to the image. Or you could even tighten up the rules where it's like the change has to make sense, or the change has to fit the theme of the image, right? Like restrict it a little bit if you want, but I think that would be a fun drinking game. So you can make your own rules if you want, but those are some ideas for you. That's going to do it for this edition of Run the Prompts on YouTube. If you enjoyed this content even a little bit, even 1%, be sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I respond to all the comments that you guys leave, every single one of them. So go ahead and leave a comment. How are you using draft mode? How are you using voice mode? How do you like it? Do you think it's good? Do you think it sucks? Let me know in the comments section below. And we're steadily approaching 800 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe. You can be a part of the journey here at Run the Prompts, And until next time, be sure to run the prompts and prompt the planet.